So, it seems that I've been living under a rock for the past few months because something has happened. Something huge. Something gigantic in the terms of Warhammer 40,000 lore. Now, before we jump into this, I am going to be discussing a new book. This is coming from the Vaults of Terra series. It's called The Dark Sitter. So if you haven't read this book, if you're currently reading it and you don't want to be spoiled, please leave the video right now or you'll be spoiled. So one of the big things in the lore that we all know, that we all kind of talk about, is the Golden Throne. The Golden Throne is basically the center of the Imperium, man. It's what the Emperor sits on. He's what he guides humanity, the spaceships, keeping chaos at bay, all that funky stuff that is going on. And we've always had the talk, and it's kind of been rumored, that the Golden Throne is slowly fading, and the Emperor, once that fails, will completely die, and then chaos will consume us all. Well, now, in this book, there is confirmation that the Golden Throne is failing. And it's not just going to be like 1,000 years, 10,000 years. We have a century at max, to fix the Golden Throne, to get it working, or we are all screwed. Now, the Mechanicus, of course, want to stop this. They don't want the Golden Throne to fail. So what happens is the Fabricator General, so this is the head honcho of the Mechanicus, makes a pact with the Jakari, aka the Dark Eldar, to make them parts for the Golden Throne. Of course, we need like a technical race to know how to work this device that the Emperor's made, and the Jakari offer their services. One of the conditions of them offering their services is they basically want a region of space given to them by the Imperium, saying like there's no military allowed. I think the region of space has 21 billion souls in that region for the Jakari to do what the hell they want with them. But then the real story is revealed, and this is absolutely insane. This is going to have ripple effects, right? Absolute ripple effects on the future of Warhammer 40,000 lore. So we learn that the Jakari's true intention is not to, well, they kind of want this region to torture the souls, but what they really wanted is access to the Golden Throne. We learn that Komarath itself, that is in the webway, is actually fighting its own war against the demons. It's against the warp itself, and to combat it, they need their own type of Golden Throne. And they did. They actually make it. It's actually not made out of gold. I think it's made out of like iron or steel. I think it's known as the Metal Throne or the Iron Throne. And it's not Game of Thrones. But you know what I mean? It's not the Golden Throne, but they basically copied the Golden Throne and made it their own. And the big twist is they actually need a powerful Psyker to power this throne, to keep chaos at bay. And what they've done from the broken parts in the Golden Throne that they've taken away to like repair, they've actually got some of the Emperor's DNA off those parts and are cloning the Emperor to then put him on their own Golden Throne, keeping tortured and keeping it powered to keep chaos at bay. It's absolutely bloody insane, but magnificent all at the same time. Like, I just couldn't stop listening to this book. It's absolutely bloody brilliant. And the big final twist in this book is that they basically stop the Emperor from being cloned, right? They found out all this plot information, and then they go and warn, or they attempt to warn, the Imperium. They're actually in the webway when they found out this information. So they're battling out the webway to get back to it, and it actually ends on the most grimdark ending you can think of. Everyone dies. Everyone involved in this plot dies. There is no survivors. We don't get the goody ending. So now we have the Golden Throne, which is now about to blow up and die, well, basically about to fail. Again, a century at max. A century at max. No one is aware with this. The Fabricator General is killed. That is a whole different subject. That's a whole different video to talk about. The Fabricator General dying. Who's going to be elected in the Fabricator General's place? Is Call going to be elected? Oh my God, Emperor of Mankind, right? What the hell is going to be going on in the future stuff of 40k lore. This book, I say this book is quite new. I think it came out in July or something. I've only just got round to it, but boy oh boy, this has some of the biggest 40k lore pots I've read in a very, very long time. It's up there with the Yellow King and stuff like that. Why do all these Inquisition books more or less have the greatest stories ever told in them? Right, I'm going to stop talking here. Basically, I do you know what? I haven't really done the book justice. I'll be completely honest with you. There's so many story plots. There's so many amazing characters in this book. I've just gone briefly over like the things that really rattled my brain. I massively recommend this series, the Vaults of Terra series. Chris Wright, one of the godly gods that writing for Warhammer, him, Dan Abnett, Aaron Dembski-Bowden, absolutely the triarch of top tier writers. So anything they touch, I'm always buying, and I'm never disappointed. I'll actually include some links in the description of this video if you want to actually go and see the book yourself and stuff like that. Anyway, that is enough waffling from me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I would love to get your thoughts and feedback on this. What do you think about the potential of this lore now going forward? Do you think it's going to affect it? Do you think that Games Workshop will just ignore it and just carry on like they've always carried on? What do you think? See you now. Have a great day, and bye-bye.